how I usually have it, like on the StreamYard, you on the phone, there's no picture with me, or just the voice. So I can end Zoom so that we can just talk regular shit. This part is finished. This part is finished. And we didn't do one in a long time, so we're doing it. Even though you don't have to end the whatever the hell this is called. You don't have to end it. But we're recorded on StreamYard. This one ain't recorded. So yeah, what was we just talking about? Something. Oh, the Asian. You said something about. Yeah. They're choosing to go by color instead of something more substantive, you understand what I mean? Meaningful and historically significant, and affirming of a person's bloodline or history, or you understand me, or ancestral lands. I am black and such and such. That means you're giving up like your ancestral lands. You dig me? You there? You there? You hear your ish? No me your little. So little up. Yeah, I'm here. Unless you want to come in, I could send you. Let me see if I can do that. But this is how we're supposed to do it. But let me see if I can. Okay, that's right.
You can't hear me on the phone?
Not really. But what I can do is send you this in the chat over here. Where is the chat? Okay, the chat is here. And I go here. Oh, I did it here. Boom. Enter. Boom. So that's the link to the StreamYard. So if you go in that, then you'll be inside the thing like me. Then you don't have to. You can use it whatever. However you was on this, you can do the same thing, but you'll just be in StreamYard and not in Zoom. You see the invitation? You see the link? Yo. Freeze? Yo.
So the second
You gotta go in the chat. You gotta press chat.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah. So copy that and put that in, you know what I mean, in the whatever. And
The browser doesn't
Yeah.
support StreamYard, so it does. Oh, it's supposed to use Chrome.
usually usually I don't, you know what I mean, I just use the phone and just talk, but it would be clearer if you were inside and you don't have to, like, I don't be showing, I don't have my camera on, you know what I mean? It'd be clearer if I send you the link and just come inside of the thing. Did I get you? See now, so now you're inside, right? It's fine. We haven't done one of these in a long time. Device happening. Right. Talk, I mean.
No?
Yeah. Alright. Now I'm gonna end what is this? Zoom.
And it's still on the phone.
Yeah, we're on the phone, we're on Zoom, and we're on StreamYard. So I'm gonna end the phone call.
Somebody phone.
I ended the phone call. Now I'm gonna end the Zoom. Now you hear me? You hear me, bro? You? I got you in now. You there?
Okay.
I added you to the stream. So now you're in StreamYard. You put the camera up if you want, camera down if you want. Okay, this is it. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Long time we know. Two are with the in at the thing. For a while I just be one in there and then I put the phone to the something. And you just record like that. And it's an interesting dynamic in the sense of how you sound on the phone and my voice.
Right.
It sounds interesting to me at times, but sometimes you need a little scratchy, you dig me? Depending on how you're talking. A vehicle that?
think so, yeah.
Okay. Let's make it sure.
90.
But this sound better though. This sound clearer than when you get on the phone. So, that was cool, but niggas get nicer right now, so could deal with the technology better and I knew how to send the link and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like much easier. We was on the phone, we was on StreamYard, and we was on Zoom at the same time.
Yeah, 3 different things.
But I don't think we did one like this in like 2 weeks or 3. I don't know. I don't remember.
More than that, I'm sure.
I don't know if it's more than 3 weeks. I don't know. Saying yes or no, I'm saying no. It feels like about 2 or 3. So we get to 11. There's the same, what's the name of the thing, man? What's the name of the Josephus? I had it on my desk, I got it for it. You good? Okay.
Hey.
You're not an expert, though. Me and science. Been a long time. Chop off. Hold on, hold on.
On.
You. You. Yo. Yo. Bro. Yo. Wow.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Then, I'm gonna go feel like a thing with the pickles. Something like that.
The food thing I'm
Yeah.
trying.
That's what we have to work with because that kind of thing.
The hunger wood.
You see me? I'm gonna kick me in my neck back. One from earlier. Try to work with something. Well, that I wonder if I see the connection between the sizzler thing and the fire shop. It's blinding. Blinding. And it's like, as we said, coming like sizzler dry rasta. Buy your rasta.
No, so she's not for the hybrid about the tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're wrong something. No. You never really thought it.
Like for the hype always about Rasta, man.
No, who's that be something? Hey, it's sick guy. You see when him love try use some little pines to get away with things. And them think him smart.
He thinks he's intelligent, man. Fool.
You think him smart because look one guy though. Him try switch pam. He's like him. Well, he's a family. Him to watch what him say about that or what him say about Caesar. You go to first thing him try to prove, him try to bring fish allegation to distract the thing because I know him audience. When we can't show any fishness to your thing, everything, every point where you have go out the window. Now you have to defend fish thing or don't defend fish thing. You see me?
Yo, the man. Yo, the man sickening. The man sickening, man. Real. Yo, them kind of guys, yo. Why you?
Bait up. The views, man. Bait up people and bait up Rasta that time, man.
The views.
No way I do. No who for name you call. But him there foreign, that's one reason why I do what I do. You remember?
Yo, boy, yo.
I'm not foreign, man.
Be a sensationalism. Yo.
Anything. So I'm sure feel a family of fish or something like that.
Boy, fearless, yo.
When the man threaten him, or I show him something for easy, and then I'm afraid of them because them, when them take off the flag off the colours flag off the embassy or wherever, then I'm afraid of them.
Yo.
We're afraid of fish people.
Why is that the flag that's so like And if he feels about it, let him not go do it.
No, but that's how him try to slide to Anting. What the hell should them have to go out of them where? We go take our people flag off a people building when I have nothing to do with them.
And this is kind of ignorancy.
Hmm? So they must go this Batman from foreign when I have nothing to do with them thing. To please you, to entertain you.
All them for go suck them. Like, yo, I'm sick.
Right. But me like when him just them. Cause them in that try, bring it to him, and then him bring Batman thing, to distract the thing, say them for the beat them need to beat him. Oh, when you go diss some other man when I diss you right now, then I will be more responsible about dissing you differently. It don't make no sense. Like, you never bring up no other. That's the thing that people don't understand. We're not responsible for the world of Batman. Like Rasta must go run down the world of Batman.
But that's what he's pushing.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're not the spokesperson for stop Batman and fire.
He made that. And then the ignorant Jamaican them a follow back on. Stupid.
That's not our job.
Stupid.
That's gonna happen out there. We're separate from that. We're not responsible for that.
Yo, put that is immediate.
We're not to do that. That doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen on Earth. And if it does happen, it doesn't automatically put us into gear. We go do what with who for what reason?
And I'm sorry, yo, I've seen, you know how many characters I've seen of like, quote unquote, Rasta and like Batman, like, it's like some rabid, like man, they just lose it like when they see videos or something.
Right.
They've caricaturized that, like, they've done that in recent times. I've seen them do that.
That's not what it's about. That's not the hill that we're supposed that we need to die on. Like,
They built that like they look like a memes or skits, like a Batman thing, or like a Rastaman that go crazy and see that. They built that because that's their imagination.
Right. See,
they think that's what it is, so like they build that. You know, they want a mind. Until no, is making that their primary job.
Exactly. Exactly. And behind that, and the fact that that is naturally can't be a primary job, he's hiding behind that to style Rasta.
Crazy.
Because until you could go to the top of the Eiffel Tower and balance a penny on your nose and stand on one foot, like then I'll start respecting you. Like no, that's
crazy.
Like what do you like? When did that become the prerequisite for my respect? Like we're not doing that. Like your arbitrary like whimsical thing that you just put out there. Like if you have a problem with homo, like go.
That's not like it because put that cat in truth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's just a lot of conflation, like. But he knows how to fool up those people. He could rule those people.
You messing up people that's a big leader.
He knows how to deal with them, bro. He can manipulate them.
Easy.
He's smart enough to do that, but it just takes a little bit.
The
more.
people that's done so too. Like,
Yep.
then I saw him commenting about the maroon thing because some little tensions are going on with my man. What about it? Some little tensions going on here. In maroon and some police or something. And in my comment about it, and yo, I think that just.
He just so fucking ignorant, man. Right?
Yo, it's crazy.
But just because he can pronounce 2 words, him feel like him smart.
Yo. And better dangerous.
He coming like Muta because I'm smarter than a lot of them, but him don't reach. There's levels to this.
His level and reasoning down there, so like reach up.
I don't know this man I try this year. We are show
Look
you
this,
something.
man. Them level is very basic.
We are show you something.
I mean, yeah, most
Thing
time
that
I
when you
say,
say easy something for know, like once you know one or two things.
like, you know, come out in my room. Like, yo, star, like, you never know too much about this or that, but this is the first leader and sit where stand up for people and really, like, oh,
What?
no, like, it's just
Even
one
though
argument that's so
just saying
elementary.
that is the stupidest thing. What do you mean? In the maroon or just in general?
In this lifetime, like, in the Maroons, are black people, are black people.
Okay, let me talk like a general statement.
Yeah.
Hmm.
First time you see a Maroon leader was standing for people. And the
Okay.
first time black people, like among black people.
But you see that black people something there, that's the real problem of the thing, you know. The
That's
minute
what
see
you
a
said.
man-
I'm using his words.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying, but I see the flaw in it. I see how easy it is to say that. And I see the flaw in it at this particular
It's
time.
a crutch.
Exactly, like that's not other
What the
people-
hell does that mean in this case?
Right. And that's not a triumph for any other group of people.
Exactly. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? There's people in Jamaica that hate the Maroons.
Right.
There's people in Jamaica that hate the Maroons like poison. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, man, that's yo.
And whether they realize it or not, it's because they represent anti-establishment.
There's people that hate them. That say they sell out slaves. Like, try to capture them, their slave capture and all. Yeah, there's people that hate them.
Them sell out black people. No. Them sell out black. Them one
Exactly.
of black people.
Exactly. So what's
But you
the
don't
black
get-
thing you're talking about?
You don't understand what's happening. Like you don't understand the position of that group. And see, even calling them Maroons is so funny because up to
It's
today,
ridiculous.
Maroon is you don't call yourself what your enemy calls you.
Exactly.
Like a maroon, like when you're maroon, that means you're shipwrecked.
Exactly.
No, so you go. That
Yeah,
means
some
you're
other
stuck.
they don't use that. They don't. That's not their name. They don't call themselves that. They don't call themselves that.
Right.
People call them that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But even
Just
some
like
people,
niggas.
but just some people I said, but even some people I said, yeah, maroon, you know, like.
Just like everybody says niggas. Yeah, everybody says niggas. That's the main enemy.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right, but like it's not. That's not it.
Everybody says niggas. That's what everybody says. That's the language. But that's not our name. That's the enemy started calling us that. We could drive down name for that.
Right. Well, that's
But everybody uses it now, so it's so prolific that it just is useless. You know what I mean? But I know that's not what we came saying, yo, I saw in here, nigga.
Right.
Like, that developed.
But I was thinking about that up to today, just the whole like maroon thing. You understand? Because like there's another.
Them not calling themselves that.
Me understand that. Me I said. So officially, but you have man where you understand? Say them are maroon.
I've seen man that say them have them when I name. They say, yo, them. I name. I've seen like man, quote unquote, say, yo, I them call it that. Our name is blah blah blah.
But me understand that, but me I said, me also have seen you establish that. But me also establish the fact that you have some man where said them are maroons
Yeah,
and them family are maroons.
of course. That's like how you say, man, we are Negro. Yeah, yeah, man, right now says my Negro.
And me I
Once
said-
I think become used, it become like a power. Like, yeah, man, I said the black.
That's what I try to say. So me I said to myself, say, look how Like how man, look how man call with things and then we come pick it up. You understand?
It happens every time. Everything I use now. Everything I use now. I come, I something we just develop 1 year. Every name I use myself like
But we fit them fit the better.
black, nigga, African American, Afro American, every one of them. Negro,
African.
African, every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them is a construct of a fairly recent time.
Right. Cause that now gonna make you know nothing. Like, all right. You have all right. Like if the people that were them saying them black people, right? If them didn't know, like, all right, because you have an ancestor. Let's say you have 1 or 2 ancestors, 5 ancestors were directly forward from Africa. You see me? And the rest of your ancestors them, and Yassa them come from. Yawa.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
the color thing.
Right. So, but my thing is this: instead of you say, yeah, like I'm half African and half American, or half African American, or whatever, or half Native American, that's too vague. That still doesn't tell you anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, if you can tell someone, if you can know yourself and say, actually, like my people come from Guinea, I'm this people, and the rest of my ancestors are Pima. You understand me? Or I'm Montauk.
Some people know that.
No, there are people that know that. But that's the whole point I'm saying. There are people that do know that. But what I'm saying is, if you do that, instead of what people say, I'm black and whatever, I'm black and Japanese, that type of shit, right? If you can say, and let's say you're not, have no Asian, no European, but you can know what you are. Do you understand me? Like, if you look at the pictures of the suit, like, you'll know why Kyrie Irving is a Sioux. You understand? Like, there's pictures of Sioux in 1895, and they're heavily melanated. You understand what I'm saying? There's man that are documented as the people them, like as Montauk, as Shinnecock, like way deep, like 1920, 1940, like those people have names, like this is Joe such and such, like AKA Alan something, and a Sioux person, like from the like they had like a group from Sag Harbor, which is in Long Island also. But there's what's the name of it? I was trying to remember their name. Let's see if I wrote it down. They were, that's right in Sag Harbor, Montauk. Like it's a specific, like right now they have it. Like if you just look at Sag Harbor, they don't say anything about the people. You understand? They say, oh, it's an industrial area where this and that, where whaling went. So they're only talking about their history.
Right.
Like, in other words, we used to, like that's where their history starts. When they came there and started whaling.
Right.
You understand me? But it's a ancestral grounds for the Montauk. Right? And I don't know anything. And in a day I could know enough things about them. You understand me? And see pictures of them and know how they look and I've even seen people that look like that.
Yeah, but if your family didn't keep records, like
No, I understand that. But
you'll
there
be
are,
out here.
there are census records. Like even if your family didn't keep records, records are kept. And once you get a lead, like there's other people that have done this. Like this is not like I'm not. You know what I mean? Like this is not the first person ever thought of it. But records, like there's many ways to catch leads. You get what I mean? There's many ways to catch leads, and people have even like gone past like the trickery, like the switching ups and the funny things. If you just keep it like there's like you can find out so much stuff. Like the people that like up to like the 40s, bro. Like there was people that knew their people. Do you understand? And like they used to do gatherings and stuff like, and still put on their ancestral clothes. Like up to the other day, it's just recently them stopped. And like the last Algonquin man, like meanwhile he has family. They used to do that a lot, like try to put in the paper the last such and such. And it's like an old black man, like so that's what I say. I want an old black man and then put on 2 feathers upon him because everybody knows that he's chief such and such. You understand? And then them just make him kick to them and everybody just turn foreigner to the thing. And then they put him in the paper, the last such and such. And then when in there, they say, hey, well, I hit that. Meanwhile, everybody I run up and down with the set blood round the place. Last what? Eh?
Wow.
And you have enough people, and the histories them is there. Like there's people who were in New England that there's records documented that them push them out of Canada. You understand me? Like enough people, like enough New England people, because they try to displace each people so that you could so it's difficult to trace it back so that you can't claim the land. That's what they try to do. They push people out of Canada, they put them in New England. They took certain people out of New England, they put them in Barbados and Jamaica. Like, do you understand? Like this is documented, so you can't tell me like yo they have picture of a native Puerto Rican woman, like in 1848 or something. Like she looks like people you know, bro.
It's true though.
Eh?
It's true though, and that's the thing though. Like people use generic terms to try to just like because they really them not go by a physical thing.
Yeah.
Them not go by them want because the meditation of these recent like Western Europeans like they made everything into like a racial classification.
What they saw, oh, he's dark, so that's the dark and that's the light.
They made everything racial. Like they were obsessed with that.
But it wasn't even it works for them. Like
right, they did that as a system.
Yes.
So everybody like meditation went to that like
right. But
you're what? You're black or white? You black or white? You Spanish?
When they first started, they systematically were dispossessing people of land. They didn't explain all the way through for all of the generations. Now, they're very ignorant, but when they first started, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they were like, oh wow, like there's very dark people that own the place, that own the Americas. But if we could somehow switch the narrative and like make it clear, like dark people come from Africa and light people, like you understand, like and make it a color thing, like then we can get all the dark peoples out of their land. And then after a while, like no one's gonna remember any of that, which is true. Even they don't remember. Like they didn't teach their children generation to generation, yo, the Ute lived here and the Montauk was here. And you understand?
There's a lot of displacement and jostling going on.
Right, they did that and it worked, and then they just forgot about it. Because it worked. Like you understand me? Like there's southwestern peoples that were very dark and had like locks. that they have pictures of. Like this, like what do they call them? The Hui, H-U-I-C-H, Hui Cho, like H-U-I-C-H-O-L, Hui Cho, Hui Cho people, and they are people from Mexico, dark skin. Like if you look at their wives, just look at their faces. Don't look at how they dress, and you just look at their faces. You would say that's a beer black woman, yes. So-called, like there's people that you would call black people now that come from Mexico. There's people that come from the Southwest. There's people that come from Canada. There's people that come. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
but the little parents them like disadvantage them like to know them like marginalize them like say them like everybody come from Africa and you look anything African blood alone.
Any darkness in Africa, and that's the thing that I'm very sensitive now about. It not just Africa, and me personally, my thing go to Africa.
But you can't decide.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Like,
but the problem is they have this whole thing where black means Africa. It's crazy,
and that's not fair. And it's not fair to everybody, whoever you are. Because suppose you're a Sioux.
And it's such a circular argument. Like they use such a. So what is black? Black means African. What's African? African means black. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Dark, man.
Like not even the word. Like the word Africa does not mean black.
Yo, it's crazy. Like you can hear this. Like this is something you can hear easily. African means black. Black means African.
That means that you're just stupid. Like you're literally a dumbbell. You'll never reach nowhere like that. Regardless of what type of pride you're trying to have, you have to have sense in what you're saying.
That's crazy.
If it doesn't make sense, then it's senseless. Yo, bro, like the picture them when we sick, like you can't know the people then, and then people are certain people that no mean sex. But this is the whole thing. Like a person would tell you, say, I'm Korean and Japanese, and don't feel no way. You see me I deal with? A person can tell you, say, right now, me English and French right now, in a real life. Nobody
exactly.
No, you white. Like that. No one is gonna like.
Exactly. Crazy.
Like you nobody like you shame to be a white.
Exactly. But like, no one do that.
Like why wouldn't I make specific?
They're gonna do that.
Right. Like we gonna do that. Like, and it's ridiculous. And you weaken everything by not.
Weak already.
But you know what I mean? Like you weaken all things. Like let everything.
They are weak. Their mind weak. Them think weak. So them everything them do are weak. Like that's. They based in weaknesses. Like
let everything be done decently and in order. Like you don't just Africa up everything.
Them think weak. I wish there was an African up everything. Them are black up everything.
Like but like exactly.
And I wouldn't even say everything. Like, but African would be a progress over black. Like, as far as if you are African.
No, for real.
As far as if you are African.
Even if you weren't, like I better than black.
Like that would be a progress because the problem is every African I say them are blacks.
Yes, but that's the problem. That's the problem. And then you start, everything gets conflated over time, and you start, if you don't know the different peoples, and then when you start reading history, and you see black, and you see one black monolith, like then when you see different peoples, it can't be different black peoples or different melanated peoples because melanated peoples are a monolith. It's one color thing. Like,
crazy.
So when you see this person was Egyptian and this person was Ethiopian, you go like one of them have to be white, like because it's two different people.
Yeah, and then you hear like something I hear sometimes that's crazy to me. And I'm a black man, even though I'm light skinned, I'm a black man.
What?
Like I'll hear that at some point, like at any point you'll hear it.
And that goes to a cognitive dissonance because
Exactly.
you hear that you're saying something stupid, so you're trying to put like a caveat
You're qualifying.
to qualify.
You know how many times I heard that?
Right, because there's an inherent ignorance there. Like there's an inherent
You have to focus in on color because you're using colors to identify to begin with. Like, you have to think in terms of color. Like you're not gonna stop. Like the colorism on the rubber thing because you already set it up that way. Like you have man that call himself color. Like so the mind have to go from color.
David, I talked to a girl, she's Jamaican, and he said, yeah, because the color of my skin, like they said, color, because they never fight against the color of my skin. And I said,
Come, black skin.
they said, the color of my skin, they never fight me through the color of my skin. And I said, see,
Oh.
then something there, you know, I go on with this color of my skin thing, you know, mash up on yourself, on a
It's terrible.
side. Like, listen what you just said, right? And me I show you, say, I know the color of your skin where them a fight against you. Because them have people with black on you, as you would have said.
And now get the fight.
And now get the fight when I get. So obviously, from where you know in our life, I know the color of your kin. And then come say, yeah, true, because me did go school with some Indian picnic and ray. And then
It's
did black
crazy.
army, and then did black army and so on. So obviously you yourself, in a yourself, within your experience, know, say, I know the color of your kin.
But them thing you hear
But you
stuff.
now go deeper than that.
You hear
still a
stuff and you
say,
reverse it.
right, you still a say, and you yourself see say, it's not the color, COLOUR, of your kin where people are fighting. Because people wear black eye, you know.
There's a cognitive dissonance, and that run the thing right now. Cognitive dissonance, that run the thing.
Straight. Right?
That run the place.
I'm
Cognitive dissonance.
I'm going to call the girl that prefer truth, I mean, but then it have to be something. But you get fight though. No. Yeah. Why? And it's not the color of your skin. So what next? What's the next thought for you? Me now I'm gonna tell you what to think next. You have to tell me what you're gonna think next. So you just prove to yourself that I know the color of your skin where them are fighting, where make them are fighting. You now have to go figure out the next step. Alright? Because when me tell you, you're gonna tell me a bag of thing. Or you're gonna say yeah and then go about your business and then next day color your kin.
Yeah, it's gonna go right back. It's very deep.
Right?
Very
so,
deep.
So like but me don't say you never hear. Don't say you never hear because me tell you. You understand? When I'm this color, they might fight me through the color of my skin. Like it's a weak argument. It's not true.
This is ridiculous.
So, like, but you don't have nothing else. You got
It's a
nothing
meme. It's a meme.
Right.
Like,
right? And it's an empty meme. And then okay, when I show you that it's not true, what do you have? You got nothing. You have nothing else. All you have is what you call that something. I don't remember how to say it, but you ignore it and go back. You understand? You have a word for it.
like a dog returning to his vomit, man. Well on that. Well on that.
Yo. Yeah.
Mm. Sure. Mm.
Right. Very unresponsive.
What's that?
One song I'm working on.
Mm. That's a singer or that's a sample?
Yeah, it's a singer, and it's a sample, but I
Okay.
made the singer do that.
Okay. So,
All right, I'll do this. I'll play what the singer was doing before I made it do what it's doing now.
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll do that. It's easy enough, buddy. Boom. And then we'll do this. Here's out of key.
yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, now what I did. What I took it from. Out of key.
Mm.
And then what I did.
Yeah.
You hear the difference?
Yeah.
Out of key. And I took the AA out. There we go.
Yeah.
That's just a decorating track. I don't even know. I don't even know what the song is gonna be yet. I'm just preparing. I'm just preparing tracks for a specific project that I have to do. So I just put the singer in there just to so you can hear what can happen.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah. And it'd be like a little like a touchstone, like so you can start
Yeah.
from there. That's what I learned over the years. Like, don't leave it to the artists, like to start the ideas.
Right.
Present an idea. They might go, yeah, and then boom, and it's over.
Yeah.
Or actually, that's cool, but you're starting from something.
Exactly.
As opposed to you just playing a raw track and nobody knows. No.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
true.
know what you're doing, so you know what is gonna sound good on it because you wrote the music. So anyway,
Right.
so that's that. But I
Yeah.
and I was just fucking with it. I was just messing around with it.
Yeah.
What's that mean? Something.
Definitely made improved what the singer did on top. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I made a sweet run.
I'll see what they can say about that.
Nothing.
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 Totally made something out of something that wasn't.
You understand me? But nah, it's easy stuff. And then like for instance, like the artist I'm working with, like their wife is a bad singer.
Mm.
I could make the wife now come behind that now and do runs over that that go with that harmonize with that, and then I can take that out, and it'll just be the artist there,
Right.
or keep it in or whatever.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a starting point.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Even the music that's there. Like by the time I finish, I might could take that out.
Right.
That might not be what the track is actually based on at the end of the day after all of the stuff is done. That's just some drums and a little keyboard just to get us going. So I was like, let me just put a couple runs on it, like so you can hear what's going on musically from a voice perspective.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? And you hear the tone and what I expect to hear. So you can go higher, lower, you can match that, whatever. Like, but there's something there to start with. You understand?
Yeah.
That is perfectly musically congruent with what's happening.
Yeah.
Even genre-wise, as far as how the run is, what the run is doing. You understand me? Because different genres carry different runs.
For sure.
That's why Alicia Keys and trying to sing with Baby Sham on the record
Was ridiculous.
Was absolutely absurd.
Horrendous.
Like what she was, yes sir. A lot of horrend in it.
Running like a smoke.
like the
Running
way,
like a smoke.
like it's just very awkward. It's very yeah, like going like what do you call it? Emphasizing the wrong part. Like
She was trying to do like what she thinks is like the reggae or dance song, like that flows.
Right.
I'm gonna rock
I wish I wouldn't even be able to do that. I wouldn't even remember what she was doing. I love the fact that you could
running like I'm smoking.
Smoking. Like I say smoking.
Running like I'm smoking.
No, don't do that. See,
it was god awful, man.
Like god awful is perfectly the exact description that I would like to espouse, like as the true definition and description of what she did. God awful, yes sir. I agree. Wow, I hate it. Like, yelling at the beginning is not. I don't want you to yell at the beginning of the phrase because
that's that song,
like
man.
what makes you
or
think
Jamaican or whatever, like whatever.
Right.
Whatever the justification was for that.
It's complete arms out, bro. Like,
got to believe.
I really wish that you didn't do that as I was drinking. It took everything. It took all things that I possessed to not do a spit.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, yo, that's the height of commercialism, man.
But it's more than, I don't know if it's more or less, but it's ignorance. Like, and that's why, like, Kanye is flying out Jadakiss to write rap verses, bro. He's not leaving it to chance.
Yeah.
Why would you allow free reign? See, that's why they're fighting a foreigner. Why would you allow free reign Alicia Keys to write her thing?
Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody
it's
should.
Stupid. Like, get someone to write.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get someone to write.
Even Cardi B knew that. Even Cardi B knew that.
What she do?
She did like a dancehall thing in the poem, which was crazy, but you could tell a real person wrote it.
Right, but Bunty Killer does not just willy-nilly record songs. He gets people to write proper songs in his style for him on several occasions.
Why not? If you're a hot top artist, you're gonna be looking for hot songs. Like,
Snoop,
are you kidding me?
Snoop, doggy dog. When I'm ready and a time to do a Snoop record, you better come, like with the track, you better come show me how Snoop's supposed to sound on this. Show me the Snoop flow that I'm supposed to do. Like, okay, so what's going on, nephew? Like, so what I'm supposed to do, nephew? Like, Don't expect Snoop Dogg as a big businessman to be like Penny and like pre
So
rhymes,
lyrics
like so when he gets to the studio he's like a hip a hop a hip, like
Nah.
no I'm not even thinking about like what. I
he's
thought
at a
he-
level now where you shouldn't have to do that.
He's way beyond that. Like working out lyrics. Like what?
Way too big for that.
Do you understand? This man is a brand. Like you don't have the lyric idea.
Like Biggie. The two big man.
Like it don't make no sense, bro. Like you better
The two
know
big man. International. They bring you the Japanese dance.
You understand? Me too big. Like it reach a level where it feel the big man.
There's a Japanese. I think it was a Japanese person in Wikipedia.
What was he saying? What lyrics he was doing?
I think it was a Japanese person Metro Media when they called it. And Biggie had said that like it was not a part of the clash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, even a separate entity was a neutral.
Right.
Like, it's like
Too big man.
too big for clash. Like it didn't make no sense to even look on him. Like saying my side with man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Like, come on, man.
Like this a big like, try like fix up all you think about things, man. Like,
This is Biggie we're talking about.
like, oh, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, yeah.
I didn't understand it at that time, but later
Of course
on,
not. But like you've lived, you understand more, even things that you understood in a form. But this is the thing why even Torah, like there's levels of understanding of Torah. Like no man, you just read and done. You just read and done. Yo, I read the Bible. Like all right, like come on, man. There's music theory you have to go back and look at. There's this history that like you don't remember the dates, you don't remember the this and that. You know which things in the study I can't like it's not every time like this time where I have to go prepare back for things that I know about.
every time.
But like if you're gonna do a presentation, like you're just gonna no, you don't rely on just you understand me? Just short-term memory and all and something you want to be accurate. So you go back and you go boom, 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 you go, all right, exactly. I could talk about things like I do it all the time. But if I'm gonna do a presentation, I'm gonna go and research my topic, bro. And remind myself of things and dates and all types of things. All types of stuff.
Yeah, I put it out.
Like don't be stupid. Like so like you know what I mean? Like but like it's a real thing, bro. Like it's a real thing, but like them something that like there's video for a lot of that stuff, bro. Like I mean I seen like yo, I was watching a Sterimar in a nigga. Like just certain things, bro. There's a certain time it does. But like, cause like now my algorithm goes like, you wanna see this Sterimars? Like, dude, like I watched the one Sterimars. Like, it's not that doesn't mean like I gotta watch every Sterimar, but sometimes be like, well, that one I do want to see what they did in that lawn in you know what I mean, in you know wherever it was in North Cove, so in Portland. I'm like, yeah, which part of Portland are they there? Like, yeah, it's time to get curious sometimes. You know, so sometimes we want to watch them, but like it's enjoyable to me. I've seen several dances that we used to have on cassette, which is total.
Yes, wow.
It's the freakiest thing in the world because
Wow.
the way how it sounds and feels, like you already have your own. You don't know it, but you already have your own imagery.
Exactly.
And then to see what they actually was wearing, like, oh wow, in my mind it was dark, but this shit was in the daytime.
Yes, wow.
Like, you understand me? Like,
Yeah, because your mind always forms a picture of something.
Right. So like, sometimes it messes it up, kind of. It's like, man, like, it just wasn't in my mind like this. I didn't know it was so bright, or I didn't know that, you know what I mean? That's how he was moving when he was saying it. Like, I didn't know. You understand?
Exactly.
But sometimes it looks better than you thought. Like sometimes it's like, yo, like this is better than I even could have imagined. Like, you know what I mean, the way it looks or the way it was filmed then. Because that's the other thing. It's not just so-called the way it looks. It's the way it was recorded.
Right.
Is also another thing. Like, yo, like I seen it, like the said Negro one. Like the way they did the video. I want to do a video like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly like that. Like exactly like the VHS look, everything.
Yeah.
Like the way they did it, like the dance was like, it was like almost like it was presented. It was like Danny Dread, like, you know what I mean? Like you saw Danny Dread drive up, and then it was like Danny, like you saw his name, and then like, and then like you saw, like it was, I don't know how to describe it, but like it was a show. Like it was presented as like a TV show, almost. But it was like I think he was on a bike. I gotta look at this thing again, but the way they presented it was so tough. Like the way how they saw themselves. Like, do you understand what I mean? And the way they presented, like I've never seen it. I just really love it. Like, these are my idols. Like these are
it's incredible.
that I look up to. Like that I even style myself off of. Like in terms of value system, principle. Like lots of things. Like that generation there. So to see just other things, examples of how they presented themselves, their art, just how, you know what I mean? And it's a reflection of how they saw themselves. It's just
amazing.
It's I can't even say words that how I feel. Like
I know exactly how you mean.
Like I can't. I could say it's not gonna tell you how I feel about like what it does to me. Like how much it inspires me, encourages. Like it
I know exactly how you feel, man. Because I was thinking the same thing the other night. Because I had to watch Daddy Reagan, man. On what Yo, that's one of the wickedest things I've ever seen. Yo, the clip of Daddy Reagan riding the Herbsman hustling rhythm. Yo, one of the wickedest thing of all time. Yo, I don't know when I realized it, man. I mean, it's way later than I always liked it.
Right, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We always like these things, but it's
dug
it's the latter day realization of how
powerful. But it's at some point, at one point, I was seeing that Wadat clip, and it hit me like, yo, it's one of the wickedest styles ever. Like put together, all the elements put together.
Right.
That was one of the top dance moments.
Yo, we need to do something like that.
Of all time.
We need to do like 5 minute clips of top dancehall moments of all time. And then like explain the scenario and everything, and then show like clips and explain culturally like why it's the top dancehall moment of all time. We need to do something like that.
Yo,
like that would be a great segment for like the dancehall channel that I want to do.
Yo,
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I don't want to have no long videos. I want to go boom, boom, boom. Like Cream started to do a segment called "That's What's Up" or some shit, and where he like shows like it's like 5 or 8 minutes where he shows like, oh, this is the classic record that I did, and it's on this disc, and he shows the disc, and then he shows like, this is how we used to do music, and we used to save samples and da. I could do shit like that too, but you know what I mean. Our records aren't famous yet. Got to get our records famous first, then it will mean something more, right? But that type of shit, you understand me? But like that would be a good like brief, just a series with like just 5 minutes. Like I mean, like yo, like when Daddy Ray got boom, and even do research and try to figure out what was the motivation and what was the, you know what I mean, the impetus for some of the stuff that was going on. It could be an interesting segment. It could be 10 minutes. You're out of there.
Mm.
I mean, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. You know what I mean? However long it takes to. But like shit like that, and all it gotta be is just shit we like.
Really?
You gotta ask nobody like, yo, what you think the top, like, nigga? Obviously, is what I think is the top moments. I mean, this is not a survey, bro. You know what I mean? But like shit like that would be, and like the way how we, there's even, all right, you know the locks thing, you know about the locks thing and the Dipset thing.
Yeah, me hear about it. Me hear about
Right,
it.
we never watch it, but everybody me here, go watch it, love it, and all right, cool, right? But like you see how everybody excited about their performance and their conviction and all them things. That's how we feel about these people.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The same exact way how everybody feel about Jadakiss, like when Owen and I don't dislike Jadakiss, and I think Jadakiss is dope and everything, and all these things. And I didn't see the thing yet, so I can't comment on whether it was what everyone said it was or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way you feel then about the Daddy Ray Gun and the Wada, there's a segment of people that will appreciate that also.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And some of the people that like Jadakiss will appreciate it also. It's not just a one thing.
Yo, I tell you, it was just real amazing to me, man. And then like when you check out the crowd, like of the crowd,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing, man.
See, that sound like to me like one of the greatest dancehall moment in history. One of the greatest dancehall moment in history is when Bunty killed Beanie one time. Like in a couple of years ago, like because more while Beanie Man mash up Bunty in a clash. Like historically from the beginning, like on stage show, because Beanie Man can dance certain way and just how him present himself.
But if you ask Jamaican, most of them are gonna say a bounty killer always kill.
But that's not true. Like them, we said that no and everything, but I remember specifically, said Beanie did a win up Bunty one at a time in a slash stage show thing. And the song, cause Bunty never have not like current songs them time there. We're not talking about the original.
Right. It's a later time.
Yeah, when them start perform together, like when them them did a really fight.
Right.
When you start getting a Rodney Price, Moses Davis show, and you book it, forget them two, and them agree, and them drive together and forward at your place and come gear the Bounty Killer.
Mad enough, yo. The Bounty Killer Beanie Man thing, really mad.
Yeah, right? So them go so boom, so right? And them work together, but Beanie Man did have a little formula and a little thing on presenting thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was more audience friendly.
Even his personal show, his set,
it
was a certain way, and like him songs and the way he would go in at them and just beer things.
Okay, I'm gonna perform from little like him, know the thing.
Exactly. So right, so Bunty goes so boom some. One time Bunty start get some songs in a, like 2009, 2010 kind of way. Like him start get some modern songs. And him start get a vibes. Because him get some songs where it start making him feel a certain way, and it even fix up him earlier works by how he might get himself to present himself. Even the way he might dress, even the way how he might juggle. And everything came together a certain way. With the songs and the buzz where him did the new buzzing of the street a couple years ago. And then him go so boom some. And then Sting did a come. But before Sting, them did I do some little stage show, like night before or so. And yo, that night they're like, yo, I never see Bunty put it together. Like when put it together that night, yo, him clearly, yo, Beanie Man leave the stage to everything where Bunty do. But he couldn't do no wrongs. Like you know them night there?
Yeah, when you
And
just in a zone like that.
And you know, like when you expect to win because you always a win up,
Yeah,
and you come with that arrogance, and then it now work.
yeah, and now work
Because
here.
it really the way how him voice sound, the way how him
Yeah, everything was on.
yeah,
Yeah,
like bullet a fly through vest, like that, the way how the
yeah,
thing, and like
yeah.
when the rhythm are, like, cause you know, like the rhythm are playing.
Them
And
things is just on.
yes, that night.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact stage show, but we can't find it one time. Sometime I'm
Yeah.
gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. And it beat Beanie Man, and it was at that period of time, it was like a surprising thing at that period of time.
Right.
You understand me? I said, like, and
Right.
like, and him carry that, and then from there, so him start juggle better than one time, because sometimes you're going through things in your life.
Yeah, you go through phases.
Yeah, and you're not really there.
You go through phases.
You're still at work, but you're not really there. And so them time that him argue with the people, I'm used to like stand up and talk, whole heap of sermon, go around with Jamaica and them something there. But him stop do that. Him start perform good this time. The time when me and talk, and like, yo, the thing, like that night, yo, it was a special night, bro. like,
One.
it was a special night, like that thing when he came with like the cowboy suit, like the that you know, that first
Yeah. Yeah.
when he come with it with the
Iconic thing,
yeah, like just like that kind of way, like
yeah.
perform with
The fire.
you understand? But that night, it was so interesting to see, like when you're on, like especially when it was losing before. It's not like it was always like this, but things came together, and I look at that. You gotta have like even artists like them set up themselves, like for like the stage show them at the end of the year. Like you have to have certain songs, you have to have certain things, so that you have the tools.
Yeah.
To rock the crowd at that time. You understand? And the boxing and the sting and these things at that time.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't have somebody you clash with, you don't have certain songs.
If you don't have hits, you have to have clash or something.
Right, but you did have to have hits or clash with people.
Yeah, true.
So when you come on the stage and like you're not supposed to clash, but you have your set. So are y'all start the song where I clash him and then everybody go, whoa, like you understand? And like so, you understand? And like it's a whole thing. It's a whole setup. It's a whole rollout. Like it's a science. Like it's not just whatever. You just make songs and like there's no there's no umbrella plan to it. Like you just a big song and this thing come and you just come.
The man them have them work cut out because the man them like Beanie and Bounty and the man them,
yeah.
well, not even Bounty, but yeah, the man them get training before them them come. Like,
yes.
them get training, dancehall training.
Absolutely.
You know, so them things is different. Like yo,
Yeah.
like yo, them they know of a whole crowd and them things are like. It's a different thing, man. You know what I mean, to work the stage and work the band and them things, they're like, them things are just something you just come do. Like you have to learn the craft.
You have experience. You have to know whole heap of things. Lots of things that happen at the same time.
I'll tell you, like,
Lots of things that happen at the same time. All right, look for Alkaline. Him can't perform. Him body no move like how him sang them songs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So people burn him out feet, like you understand? Like, and it's the truth. Like if I go him body I go this way and the song I go jump.
Juggling is a part of the thing, like juggling is a part of the thing.
Yes, you can't just
like you think Shabba would have got as big as he did if he was without his juggling? Like that was as much of his thing as anything. Like
anything was mainly juggling.
Yeah, exactly.
Mainly that.
Main thing.
You understand the fact that he could move.
Yeah, exactly. Juggling important. Yo, another thing before I forget, like I listened to a genre that I never heard. Well, I mean, sure, it's possible I could have heard it at some point, way back. Possible. Like somebody could have led me or something. like when I was in tech or something, like it's possible. But I don't think I ever heard it, man. But it was like it wasn't even that much. It was just some clips, like maybe like 30 minutes.
But man, it was a jar. It says a 1984 jar, and it was Cat and Bura Bantan going down, man. And they was going on a version of the rhythm there. I forget what you call it, Java. With some flutes and things on it, like yo, just like that.
When Augustus Pablo.
Like like it wasn't even that version. Like it was like another version
That's what we know.
with a lot of instruments on it, and like and when them mix it, it just sounded weird. Like DJ them just like go on, like it was Cat and Guru, and it was just going lyrics like it was lyrics fashion. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a pull up and stop type of dance. Like it was straight, like rhythm down to end business, like, and then start again, like
in a combination,
like it was a different thing, man.
Yo, you still have the thing with Tiger, like the something with what's the song name? Tiger song?
Black Star.
Yeah, you still have the Black Star there with Tiger going by.
It's possible enough because we still have cassette in a box. We still have a box of cassette.
We have to start digitize them. We need them. Just for my own self. Just for vibes and inspiration. Like able to put my hand on certain things where living on me. Like where fuel
I couldn't believe the lyrics that they would put. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, like man. Yo, like I'm like, yo, did I read this type of stuff before, man? Like, Boo even said like he was doing the lyrics about the gun thing, like like where they get the gun from and thing, and it said like someone get it from the Asian. I said, blur evil. That was
the real thing for a long time, yeah.
I was like, that was 84, like yo.
But you not hear it like how you hear it now.
You not hear it like how you hear it now,
Like, you hear it loud and clear and it never registered like that.
Like
you hear
that.
It and accept it and say, yeah, that himself.
But to hear it now is like, man, like, wow. Like, the man them dangerous, like Cat and Boo going down, like, man.
Things like that we have to share with each other. You have to send me the link.
I have to send that, man. Like, 84 Jaro.
Because I know say you appreciate these things, but we not think. But it's to inspire with one another,
Come on, 84 Jaro was the heavyweight sound, man. Like,
of course.
84, like, who was testing Jaro in 84?
Jaro, where are you going?
Who is testing Jaro in 84? I mean, Jaro year-to-year sound, but 84 was a problem. Like, 84 was a problem. Like, man, there's some 84 dances of Jaro that's like crazy, like Putty Roots.
I see some look of boring people. We have people number. We can call people, but them boring to it. I interview one. I see one with lecturer, but the brother where interview lecturer, I mean I like him style of talking. Him talk away. Like anyone see me box out in teeth out of head, brother. Like I like. Like this is some boring. And you have a next one when you cool face. In always I interview people, but it's boring, brother. Boring.
Yeah, some of them boring. Yes.
Them don't have it. And cool we have the pattern because they did there and I work with the artists them in the thing when the things them did like one or whatever. To the 90s and all these things. But sometimes just because you did there and you know the story them and you know everything, that means that
you should
boring. Yeah. You need to get interviewed, but you have a style and like people like what their name? nightly fix them or they fix them. Them can't interview, them can't talk to that kind of caliber people. Them two in a cartel, them.
Yeah.
Them don't have the feeling.
Yeah, they don't have the background to do it.
Like them don't have the vibes feed. Like
they
wouldn't know what to say.
They wouldn't know what to do.
Right, them don't know.
I see them interview a man one time and them a talk about whole and them things. They're like, yo.
Them a talk about what?
They're not the people to do that. Them interview a veteran and bring whole argument for whole and them things like that. Argument to the man like some jokes. Nah, but like you know, think the fans and things say old, and then you think they might think, yeah,
like owl.
Yeah, old.
Okay, like yo, just like yo, my wife sent me a thing where Kevin Hart did an interview. Dan Cheagle said, yeah man, because Ding Dong and Ray and me I do this and that. Because I are 56. And Kevin Hart said, damn! And Dan Cheagle looked at him like, yo, Dan Cheagle give him a, yo, me box out, yo.
Like, well, I'm saying pussy.
Me clot out the teeth of the head, you know, differently from the business, you know.
Well, I'm saying pussy.
Yeah, like, yeah. What up to your pussy? That's such a casual greatness when you want to pussy. Like, I'm not even. It's not even that I'm excited. It's a matter of fact that you're a pussy, and all I want to know is what's wrong with you right now. It's not like I'm calling you a pussy like in any kind of like
violence or
anger.
That's
that's not even a question. Like you and I know that my opinion. So don't. But aside from that, why I'm to you?
Really?
You know what I mean? Like like you never understand what the boy I do. Like yo. I'm like that's something that like I don't know if you can see Instagram thing. Man, look
that's crazy.
Like yo, just interview me decent man. Me box out your eye out of your head or your teeth or anything, you know, me pop your hand.
Yo, I'm to them like yo, you see that little Hollywood thing there, like or this little like banter thing, like is a kind of culture, like where you have to say something, like you have to say something.
Like something funny or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like before you just behave yourself, I met them.
Right. It's like you know it started from like talk shows and
or make faces or something like that.
Like
feel like put yourself in it like as the star too. Like
I
never used to do that, you know, like do takes or react to what you're saying. Like you used to behave yourself.
But the thing get commercialized. Like
We're like no, you are the person. Like you invite guests to joke them out.
But it's like
the thing and in brand, and you did it. I try to build a joke out people brand for yourself.
But it's like the culture that developed. Like it started with the talk shows, then like back and forth, and then like you know what I mean. So you have to get more outrageous, you have to get more competition, so you have to get more ratings, you have to separate yourself, so you have to do more. You have
to start this to get more.
You have to do more. I didn't think that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So man have to start doing more and more.
Till when all the guests left, you and the guests still a bicker. Like over the media, like to keep the buzz and the thing. You're bicker with people.
Exactly.
And I roll with people, you get me?
So it's at the time, like it's the human destiny. You know, you have to do more and more. Like humans always push the boundaries. So that's why the thing have to go on until crash out. I mean, push the boundaries.
I can't wait. I'll say this though, because it doesn't seem like I'm being fucking cryptic all the time. But I mean, I can't wait to be able to say what it is that I'm working on as far as that record that I played for you just a little bit of. You understand?
Oh,
You understand? But like, you know, just trying to get everything together. Like, no full to the fill, but that's gonna be cool. But like, I'm gonna be like everyone else because I'm a person who talk all the time, and some of the time when you talk, like whether it's because you talk or not, it gonna feel like you're quiet the thing because you chat too soon, kind of thing.
yeah.
So me I go follow what everybody is doing. Me I go keep on my mouth until such time.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand me? I said, but,
Yeah.
but me myself, me no business, but I know how the thing work.
Yeah.
You understand? Me or a rabbi said, miracles, like privacy.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa! Like, and even the way he explained it, I was like, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start fucking with that because I'm a person that me not hide nothing like that. Nah, it's not a matter I don't you're not hide nothing or you're not. You understand?
Yeah.
It's about energy and it's about
Exactly.
me don't know. You understand?
Conservative.
Yeah. It just easy, man. That's all you have to just easy. Just try easy and try work hard, and then little more you can talk, but don't talk too soon. So yeah, but right now we just wanna work hard and just deal with things. You understand me? It's not our thing, like alright. That's one of the reasons why we move. Because one of the biggest value, let's deal with Black Artist Scavenger. You see the biggest value of Black Artist Scavenger is our relationship with each other. That is the only thing to preserve. Songs mean nothing. Nothing means nothing. The only thing is the integrity of the unit. That is what people pay to see. That's what people fuck with in the first place. You get that? That's what people like in the first place. And that's what that's what anything is. The intrinsic value of a thing is the balance of it. You understand me? Like people like an object like a vase or a piece of jewelry because of it look balanced, it stay like it stay beautiful. You understand? They don't want you to say you're big, they don't want you to say we're not cause. You understand? They don't want to hear that they start lose off of you. You understand? They don't care all like the thing what people love about locks is because them cohesive, them stick together, them have them chemistry. When them never have the big anthems like Dipset did have, them present themselves more cohesive and more together. So now after them style Dipset them streaming gone down. When people are playing them big song them in a party, every man start turn the other way. No man not dance again.
Wow.
Like you get what me I try to show
Crazy.
you. Like so, like the big hits them people declare says Dipset would have win based on them have so-called bigger song, bigger commercial song, so-called. But you know, remember, so the Locks them did a move with Puffy them, and then also them did move with Crispy. So them have songs, them have hit songs, them have hit songs, them have Mariah Carey song, them have beer songs where you know remember good enough. You understand? Until you start playing your song them and then start playing Fidel song, you say, oh wait, you never remember that song, and them song that did bad still. Like I mean, me never watch the thing, but from what people are saying. Right?
Yeah, I heard that.
They get to notice that. Right, and this
I haven't watched one versus not even one.
You never watched the Bounty Killer?
None.
You can watch that one. That one I did bad. Whichever other else one you will enjoy. You will like the Bounty Killer and Beanie Man one. You will like. I think you will like the Babyface and Teddy Riley one.
Wow.
That was a bad one.
Babyface
To me,
and Teddy Riley.
yeah.
Wow.
It was great. Babyface played the guitar during like
that's crazy.
During the songs he was presenting. Teddy Riley played the keyboard
that's crazy.
during his presentations of his songs.
Wow.
Teddy Riley did the show for Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, and he played that as his first song, just to give you a sneak preview.
That's crazy.
I thought you would appreciate that. So it's not. There's ones that I would never watch because I'm not interested, and I don't like a lot of excitement, especially when a lot of people are excited about something. I automatically, I'm automatically, right? But there's things that a lot of people like that I also like too. So I can't use that as oh, everybody likes, so I don't like it. Sometimes you have to like take time and listen for cues to see if it's something you're interested in, even though it's popular, right? So like the Teddy Riley and Babyface one was just insane to me. Just Teddy Riley versus Babyface, just it sounds like a comic book.
Wow.
You understand what I mean? So that was cool. What else? There's a couple others that I thought were cool, but I didn't watch a lot of them. But that one was good.
Wow.
If I think of others, I'll tell you. But I like the Bounty Killer and Beanie Man one for a lot of reasons. But you know, there's an ethnic and a cultural,
Of course.
you know, thing to it also. But like, it's there. What's wrong with that, right? So I enjoyed it for on that level and other levels. You understand me? Because that could make me don't want to see it.
Right.
Because like it's too close. Like sometimes I opt to not go.
Right.
I don't want to.
Exactly.
I feel embarrassed already. Like I don't want to see what y'all do in front of everyone. Like you understand what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times y'all don't thing there. But like the thing what I like about Beanie Man though, him used to foreigner. You see me? So him have him vibes to him can still be Beanie Man. No, in every scenario, like his thing fits. Bunty doesn't have as much experience with foreigners, so him still have that shyness, that oh, I got to do something different because foreigners are here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, the world is watching. Now I'm going to really do some things that I don't usually do, which is like cringy to us. At least to me. Like, be Bunty Killer. Like, don't do anything crazy that's going to make me feel funny. You understand me? Like, move your body in a way you're not usually, like, you understand? You try appease the foreigner them that make me feel embarrassed. Like if did that one thing when me never like my brother hit really upset my brother like it's one little time it's like 2 seconds, but we're very sensitive about these things.
Yeah, I literally have not watched it yet.
I understand. You understand? You should watch. Did you watch the Sting, the last Sting last year?
I doubt it.
You should have. It's good. Because it was during the COVID, I think.
I don't think I might have seen some clips, but I definitely didn't watch it.
Was it Sting? It was Sting, right? Because
There was something else too. Was it Sumfest?
Oh, well, no,
Somebody was
Sumfest.
telling me it
It's
was
the
good.
Sumfest. It's the Sumfest I think I'm talking about. It's the Sumfest. It's the Sumfest because Joe Bogdanovich take over the thing, right? No, but him take over Sting. I don't know when him take over the whole music business as a white man in Jamaica, yeah, man, afraid of foreigner. You understand them, Frank?
Yeah.
Bro, him come with a little wrinkle up self and come just, dry up self and come just check set on the people them like, and the people them can't get around the foreignness I think like them can't. Like it's a very difficult thing. The open air prison is very effective. Every Jamaica dream is to wrap up with foreigner or get a foreign money or go foreign or do anything with foreign, like because you feel like trapped and inferior. So like anything is better than Jamaica in a certain sense. If you understand what I'm saying. It's rough. It's rough. Like, if you could have moved both, if you could have moved on. Alright, you see the people then when they belong to England, then they in a better position.
Right.
because them could have moved both and stretch out them foot and feel like a person. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and even if you'd never go nowhere, you could have go
Yeah.
more. You understand? So you have a more, because people don't. Oh, look how Jamaica beautiful and nice and lucky. Lucky nothing. Like, people judge themselves by other people.
Right.
If there are other people that could move around, I'm not gonna feel good if I can't move around. Period. I'm going to feel inferior, but and with good reason. You understand? So we have to do, as a Jamaican government, we have to do a better job of freeing up the people then. That they can move and feel more that you know what I mean? You have less defection, you understand me? Because the thing too
Thing but deep.
no, deep. You see when you see the fright and firing in a whole heap of things. You understand me? And it have a big effect on
The deep psychological thing. Deep psychological thing.
Like I watched the like the spell come off for people all like for years. Like I know enough people would just come off firing and then we know how them stay when they do their Jamaica, we know when them stay when they do forward firing, and we know when them stay now, 10 years later, 20 years later. You understand?
Yeah.
I mean everything of them voice, how them talk, how them reason, what them know about them frame of references, everything. You understand? Even when you watch foreign TV at Jamaica, it's still not. You try to keep up with foreign, but you still don't know the reality of foreign. So it's still fantastic.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It still seems better. And one other thing, like even the presentation, just the production, it's a subliminal psychological thing. When you watch Jamaica TV, them have certain graphics, them have certain things. When you watch foreign TV, it look
Nicer.
yeah, better produced. Them have more
Liquor.
Alright, you understand me? Them have CGI, them have everything to make everything.
Well, psychological thing, when I said them conquer them.
Yeah.
Psychological. Because once a thing in your mind, it's like, them say, once your opponent gets in your mind and them things are like, it's a dangerous thing.
Yeah, man.
The thing in your mind already. The foreign man, better that.
Yeah, straight like some people them not talk, you know, and them feel like that, you know.
Straight.
And then when them dealing it up on the road, you know, I hate them having in their mind, you know. Like,
What do you mean,
the way you talk to me, like, you understand? You have people better than we, you know, you talk to me, sir. You understand? So you deal with the wicked blood clot that road, you know, like, and it's like, you don't realize, all in the realize it's because they feel like some
psychological.
yeah, better than we, and we just done it, and we are old, you understand? Like, and we are the worst hold down for one another, like, you understand? I be a hold down and go on, like, I suddenly feel like I be a hold down and go on to Jamaica, like, you understand? So, like, even murder, we're easier in that.
Exactly.
In that vibe, you understand? Because them
Everything in the culture says something about the culture.
Yeah, devalue the people then, devalue the population when you feel inferior.
And then the rest of the population will accept it. Like,
exactly.
I just saw.
Yeah.
It just becomes a part of the culture.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. Like I hit a retreat. You understand? All the way there foreign. You understand? We still like, you understand, man? We had a big political war. We spill over into New York. Like when they used to say, "Oh, Jamaican clubs get to shoot up," like they always shoot up in Jamaican club. Like even me never really realized at the time as a youth. So it's not just shoot up in a Jamaican club. There's gang rivalry where stem from Jamaica, and a lot of it is the gang them come from political party and becomes, you understand?
Exactly.
So like all cat, all super cat. Like when you really look on it in Leave Jamaica too, he was a PNP gunman at the end of the day, you know. You see me? When you leave Jamaica, like them we try to kill him, and all in the foreign them not try to kill him. Well, like a couple times.
Man.
Them all poison him manager and kill him and poison him too. And him get over the poison, but the manager dead. It's a white thing. You understand?
Because I can get affect a little bit too.
Yeah man, because he maddish little, don't
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of the madness is the paranoia. Because even the nitty gritty of him thing. No. That are politics. That are rivalry and vendetta and things that stem from Jamaica. You understand me? Because when they want them gunmen to like lay low and send them to New York them days there. But if everybody do that, the man them a go back to New York.
Yeah.
And Jamaican community that we have, we dance and everybody come to the dance because so and so come in to perform. So everybody end up in a one venue, they said rivals.
Yeah.
There are stories of people where kill people family in Jamaica and then come to New York and man come sit down beside a man and I tell the story about Jamaica and the man cousin sit down right side of him. You see me I say? Because you feel like you left Jamaica so not over there so. No. Not over there so. This is the whole Americas.
Regions.
We in the region. The people them family where you kill through garrison, rivalry, gang, politics and all these things. Right? You come sit down right side of the people them family.
Crazy.
And have the nerve to say, yo mommy, I'll shoot up baby and way. And the people, nephew and cousin and so on, you kill. You understand? So these things, like, them things that happen in New York all the while, like, because it's not nowhere anybody going. You're going Toronto, you're going England, and you're going New York.
Or Miami.
Or Miami, or Orlando, them places. Miramar. Right? But you're not going to no portion of the place. Everybody go all the way there right there, sir.
Really?
You understand? You can make a call to Jamaica say, yo, the pussy is the right side on the right. Yeah. You can have FaceTime and show them on Jamaica. Him? Yeah, man, I am, man. You understand?
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
But it's just all the whole place around. It goes deep. And because once things in place, it's hard to change up the thing because the system that we develop.
Can be a culture, yeah.
And things are very interesting because, like I said, the maroon thing I get contentious. Like, the cockpit country should go mind the dark side and then things the little conflict will start eat up.
Yeah, because them are going to say the people them land there's every mineral there. You understand? But that's like them just use every excuse throughout the years to try to take over the people in the country and then take it over piece every minute, every so often and get back a piece.
So
it's going to get really heated right now.
They're really heated, man. Because man draw gun and then thing there.
Draw gun a war, man.
So, you know what I mean? The things are getting. Our day then trim a little girl will cause some contention. All kind of things are going on.
Yeah.
All kind of little state thing are going on.
Yeah, I hear about that story there.
A little state thing are going on. Like, so it's not going to be long before something I wait for thing going on. They did all murder after the Asian Prime Minister.
Mm.
They did all
We
murder
never
after
see.
Prime
Look how
Minister.
long we don't do
Look
nothing.
how long we talk about that.
Yeah, man. In that
We
long
didn't
time.
talk about that.
Yeah,
It's a long
look at
time.
that long time.
And to me, yeah, a long time.
Yeah, the man, look how long the man.
Long, we didn't talk about. And that's something I even talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's so, like,
But,
to me, it just
I mean,
exposes so
I
much
think we
about
talked
the
about it at
region.
one time because don't let me tell you, sir. One of my friend, I want to tell you, sir. One of my friend, sister, husband. I one of them where they catch, where they were.
Nothing so I know.
Yeah, man. Because
Mm.
them have like a set of Colombian and a set of
Yeah.
Asian American.
Nothing can tell me that. Bro.
Yeah, man. Where they whole.
Mm.
The whole a set of them and I
I'm one of them.
yeah, and I deal with them wicked on road. Like, yo, one time you see them I parade them on them and I deal with them wicked.
Yo.
You know, like
Yeah, like some-
like mob justice thing, like
Yeah.
like sir, you get like a man will push like
I'm
on the
on,
inside.
yeah.
Like,
I'm on the thumpy one time.
yeah, like yeah, I mean you know the way walk
Yeah,
like,
walk and reach it, cause no anger toward it.
yeah, they were try walking like them not beating like, but you
But
get that one.
you're gonna get some
like,
2 pot shot. You're gonna get 2 pot
yeah,
shot.
like a one like a conky like.
You get 2 pot
Yeah,
shot.
hold two conk, brother. Like,
You're gonna get some pot shot.
when you kill the man, fall like you feel like.
You're gonna get some pot shot.
You know, hold two conk, brother. Like, listen, come on, I walk, you go down. I think for like justice, but I must say, oh wait, you really got hey boy, and just start conk.
Yeah, it's a reach it.
Because you gotta start think back to when
Yeah, what a boy that, yo.
like you really look on the country and come in the country conquer reach you right there so. Like you can't go around that. You get too you understand a kick and reach you, brother. Like a man a kick you right in your hip as you walk, brother. Like nah, you can't stop that. You're part of an assassination. You mad?
Really?
Like,
Really?
I wonder what one time, like, there's like one time when we see something like that, like a famous man.
But to me, boy, it's we couldn't even begin. Like I didn't even look into it, honestly. I didn't even look into that one. 'Cause I couldn't begin to know is what. The one that
Talking
gone.
about the assassination thing.
Yeah, the one that gone.
They never going like good, but
The one that gone. Like it's to me. Then now I'm gonna tell you. Wow.
but
That's
only
not
people
the
now
truth,
can't
yeah.
know. Only people now can't know. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Who tell to say I say?
Oh, you haven't know that one. Then. Like, look what happened.
Like it was one in a circle or somebody
Like
in a circle.
deep conspiracy that
and
like
like enough people are CIA.
yeah, like the thing gone. The thing's gone. Like
You have someone where them sign up for CIA 10 years and you're not ready to play
Yeah.
your part yet. And you
Yeah.
finally
get
your
the
part.
chance and
And
you're
then you turn on now. Now you start report.
to
So-
me, it just shows you say the region weak, like as far as like the little island there, like
Yeah, but we not set up good at
the
all.
man can come in and do them things that it's sick.
Well,
Like
you know
the
what I
thing,
said? Before, like I said, island, like, me see picture, not painting, not etching, me see picture, a girl, native girl with Puerto Rico, will look like any girl where you grew up with at your high school,
them one.
right? Where you know, but we're melanated, everything like, but I don't know, whole heap of millions of years ago, you know. That's what I'm trying to say like it can link back good. Like
Yeah.
it does take effort. It does take little effort. It's not like the people they mix up the place so bad where you can't deal with. Like you have some nice lady where live her down south and everything and like just him great grandfather and some little 1-2 people you can like trace back, and then you have some historical picture of the people them, you know. When you go in the archive and find, you know. And say, see him here, and like boom, 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 next thing in cargo court, sue the country, boop, 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 get back land, everything.
Yeah.
Because you cannot diss the program fully like that. You can mix up people, and if they don't know nothing, then them just don't know. But you see, if you get yourself together, you confront the thing, a man can't just say, yo, no. Like, no,
Hmm.
no, no. That's not how it works.
Hmm.
That's not how it works. That's one thing about this thing. The universe don't work so. People feel like you have some little hopeless, careless people with them hopeless talking. Like where everything, them feel like the so-called white man plan everything, or when the sun rise, like a him do it.
Yeah.
Like them have this vibes about
But it's psychology.
like where him not fit do nothing, you know, in them frighten him like where
Psychology. Just like I said, you said the man of everything, man. Him and make and build everything and own everything, like same psychological all building up too, same way, like
yeah, same thing.
like I mean, like it's a psychology. That's what got to be broken before you can go to the next level.
Precisely, you can't.
That's how the man said, emancipate yourself
from mental slavery. The thing that I couldn't understand at the time, because I feel like is the man is like the man run from the thing, man. If you go to Africa, go which Africa? No people don't figure Africa, you know.
Man said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, because that's where it starts. Nothing else is possible until that happens. Until you free up your mind from this awe and dread.
So, but that's what the Bible tells us to say. Study and show yourself approved as a workman before God. Needed not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. In other words, you got to study to figure out what's going on before you even start taking any action. Action about what? Do you know what's going on? Before Jesus Christ go upon him campaign, him go work, him go study first. What do you think? Before Moses tell the people they what to do, him go on that mountain, go and study. Yo, you know, just do things. You know, just feeling on yourself. So if it that's the problem with the Sizzler thing, and that's the thing with the show team or the Farajo and the judges, like, and the appointing of the judges without the bribe, without impartiality, or without partiality. You understand me? I say, but them people are partial to the money.
Well.
So it's like him a bribe himself into being the head of Rastafari.
Well, these things will happen.
Right. The way all the things set up.
These things will happen.
But him and him friend them feel like them know everything and them are the most righteous person. Right? And like there's aspect of what Sizzler said when me agree with. You see me I deal it? But there's aspect our Sizzler said where is not right, is ignorance. He don't know certain things. He is a man where he's in a position where if he's willing to be taught, he can even be more powerful in the sense of being more learned.
Right.
Because him already a good aware that that's what makes him powerful.
Right.
His affinity with Bible give him that zeal.
Right.
The thing when we also go find out about Alano, him not belong to nothing. That's why him not talk.
You know, the man a little hard against Bible.
Listen me now, man, but the man don't belong to nothing. And this is the first official time I realize in myself truly, I hear it from the horse's mouth say, Muta Anano, 12 tribe, Muta Anano. Anano, Bobo Shanti, Muta Anano. Naya Bingi, Muta Anano, Orthodox. Muta no belong to no organization, so him is just a rogue. That's why him stay so. Him don't belong to nothing. Him not have nobody to answer to. You understand? Him not a rule or principle where him have to live by.
Right. Can't do anything you feel like.
Otherwise from tall up here.
Can't do whatever you feel like.
And we're Arab clothes.
I can't even say it's Arab clothes.
It's not
I
Arab
can't
clothes.
even say it's Arab
It's
clothes.
not Arab clothes. It's not in any way Arab
It's
clothes.
something concocted.
It is. Just
I
like
can't point it to any particular culture. It's a hodgepodge of cultural things. Like
it's his interpretation. The cloth up like we wear woolly cloth on him body. Drape up woolly cloth on him body. Just like how Caperton build him on a clothes. Like him have this clothes where him a build, you know.
Yeah.
Where no mean nothing. Like it
just like it.
Like the man here like the ignorance, like them a mimic
Just
things.
like it.
Them a try and mimic things that mean something, but the only
It
thing
don't mean nothing.
yeah, the things that were them do not mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
That's how the something where is the most thing where are the problem. Like the principle them where she's like I try deal with makes sense. The only thing is it need the teachings. Him only know Rasta thing.
Yeah.
Like in a Jamaica.
Like
God, Muta said, evil, they leave my court. Like these Rasta, they leave my court. Things from the Ethiopian constitution. But Rasta no deal with Ethiopian constitution. What are you talking about? You don't belong to like the EWA, like you don't what are you
yeah, the man like at this point him just has said anything.
like let me
You're liable to say anything
he
right
doesn't
now.
get the connection between Ethiopia and Rastafari. Even though Rastafari is an Ethiopian sentence.
It's crazy.
How
But
can
he
you
more
base-
probably say Rasta.
yeah, definitely. That's why me always say Rasta certain time, right? Him say Rastafari, but like the real powerful thing, when he ready to be powerful, him say Rasta. You understand me? I say that's the real thing where him a deal with. You understand? Like the real thing where Muta deal with a Rasta. You understand? Which is a Jamaican phenomenon. Rastafari is I mean take it or leave it, but I don't really that him I deal with Rasta. You understand? So that's one of the things. Now, Sizzler now, in more suspect say, him for more deal with Rastafari, you understand me? In more now say there's a churchical aspect to the thing. And it really I deal with things from a level where I agree with, like even the thing where the artists them they contribute to the holy ground. That's your holy ground. Bobo Hill is your holy ground if you're a Rastafari in Jamaica. You understand me? Like Bobo Hill's supposed to be pristine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You understand me? The roads to Bobo Hill supposed to be pristine. That is a representation. That's your whole. That's your.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like Pinnacle supposed to be museum quality right now. Like we're supposed to like make sure that those sites are. You understand me?
That's true.
Like so, those things that he's saying are absolutely. Like I can't say enough about that.
It's true.
Like I can't agree more.
It's true. Them thing I feel.
You understand? Like as a Rastafari in Jamaica, artists will make millions out of Rasta. Name. Every single Sabbath you're supposed to there Bobo Hill if you're there in Jamaica. You're supposed to see. You're supposed what you say?
A joke it out.
Like you're supposed to see beer white turban, beer white garment. You're supposed to see thousands of people. You're supposed to see every artist, every Rastafari artist, like on video on YouTube. Like I clap 1, 2, and jumps
Them
up.
things should have been a strength.
Yeah, man. That would electrify the earth. You understand me? I said.
Yeah, it's terrible.
On the levels, you understand me? Because you
Terrible,
have Rastafari all about a way on certain things.
But we're talking about some saucer board.
Yeah, man.
Saucer wood.
So the strength now got up on the earth, like you know, like they're supposed to like even the Torah portion where we're commanded to have a to centralize our place of worship. You understand me? And like even like when remember the Shalosh Regalim, like the three pilgrimages and the Feast of Weeks and the Feast of Tabernacles, and those times we're supposed to, if we can't go Ethiopia, if we can't go certain places, we're supposed to at least go Jamaica. Like you understand me? I said, like these are the kind of things. Like it's supposed to have an order. Like there's supposed to be an order. Like you understand me? And you're supposed to tie it in with Giza alphabet, with the ancient times. So like that's how you get more strength. You understand me? You don't just make this new thing and King Emmanuel and he's the Black Christ in the flesh. Like shut up, bro. What does Christ mean? What does black mean? What does flesh mean? You see what I'm saying? You're not saying anything. You're regurgitating what some of our ancestors like came up with, like, and I get it. I understood what they were saying, and you have to go further than that and justify what their revelations were. You don't like stop with the veil and don't reveal. You understand? You have to reveal what the man them did I see, you know, so them can say yeah too and feel proud of the youth them I come up for sure that you give them due respect and you still continue to develop the thing. You understand? Because they weren't wrong. You understand? They weren't wrong. You understand?
Just have to develop.
Yeah, they
It's a
weren't
shame,
wrong.
man.
Like the revelation of the movement wasn't wrong. Like I could prove that. You understand what I'm saying? But there was a corruption and it was gone. It went astray. Like it was a stagnation. You understand me? Based on many different things. We talk about it all the time, but there's many different events and things, socio-political things that happen over time in the region that change the complexion and the population and the consciousness and what have you, the awareness and so on and so forth, the education. You understand? Like, a lot of times some of the elders them drop the ball. And we becoming these elders that's going to be dropping the ball if we don't deal with this. You understand me? Because the generation before, they made me know things. We can't rly on them now. We have to be the light. We have to be the example as we know and as we talk about. But we are sitting. Yeah, man. But we are sitting. We have to sign them because look at Sizzler. Like the things I'm going on with me, know when I try to, you know. But him want some more strength, like I mean I talk about the tugs, like you understand? Like the tuggery.
No, they need more resources put together to build a things and build a little museum, but then that's a little something.
Yeah, and then I'm glad to them do something them and try. Because it's so difficult because you know you've been foreign and stuff, you know say is a little something too. It's not like them I know, but if you know there's nothing it coming like you're gonna go crazy, you understand me? I say you have to do something. So you put it together the best you can and like it better come, then better come, but right now I hit this, you understand? Like even being it like we never know, saying build one church, like in more I deal with Ethiopian Orthodox to walk in a church and then build a church and stuff like that, but we never know. Like that is a big deal. Like it's more from that perspective. If you want to classify which organization we more, not more, but we belong to them. You understand? You don't have to say I know is Orthodox. You understand me? I said, even though I sympathize with all houses, because we see aspects where relevancy in all houses. You understand me?
Right.
So now if you have it my way, me put aspects of all houses together to make a perfect house.
Yeah.
You see me? I deal with like 'cause there's different degrees of.
That's kind of how I view it. That's
Right.
kind of how I view it because I've been to each house.
Right.
I've been to each house. I've built in each house. So like, you know what I mean? I've been to Orthodox. I've been to Biggie. Been to Boba Gathering. Been to 12 Tribes Gathering.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
Man, them asked me like it was embarrassing actually. Like His Majesty birthday, His Majesty Lidet. Man, them like day after like the Sunday or the Monday, like we're gonna pass through my brethren and say, man, them asked me if we did go bingy. Jano, you understand?
Yeah.
Like it was like kind of an embarrassing moment for me, even though like man, them never go either. But like I would have more proud if he said me be forward still.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, man. I've been in the culture, like, going to 12 Tribes Gathering. You know what I mean? Like, built with 12 tribes, you know, and like, my original was a 12 tribes. So I even did that pushing for God and gathering, which I eventually went.
Right.
Right out there in farmers.
Right. Again, I told you, like I used to, I go there. I used to buy herb there. Like I used to be there a lot. Like the said farmer, the 12 tribe. Me know where name? Bombard. Your brother name again? It's like a brown rasta running. I know him wife.
Being them that had Shashamane and 56 was 12 tribes.
Right.
They used to go sometimes.
Right. But enough youth me know from 12 tribe. And the Jamaica 12 tribe also. You understand me? I said we deal with Jamaica 12 tribe also. You understand me?
Some can be learned from each one of them. Because 12 tribes have the organization of
right.
Capabilities. Like they show that.
On a global level, yeah.
They organized. They did that. You know what I mean? Bubba pretty well organized.
Yes.
They got sticks everywhere.
Yes. But
they got branches everywhere.
It's more there. It's more the
But some more spiritual things.
Right, and the appeal was different. Like their brand got big from even the
artist thing,
Right. Because 12 Tribe is Bob Marley is the face of 12 Tribe in the sense of not necessarily that Bob Marley is a 12 Tribe, because he's not necessarily a 12 Tribe. Because they wanted him to be a 12 Tribe, and he was thought to be associated because they were courting him.
Right.
But he's really an Orthodox if you really dig it. You understand?
Right.
You understand? But Hannah Selassie,
right?
He's part. You understand? He's with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause he saw that part. You understand me? That's the real thing. Cause he's looking at His Majesty, right? So he's not really looking at Rasta.
Right.
You understand me? I said he's looking at the King of Kings. He's looking at the Bible. That's why all of his songs you could trace it back to scripture. Like you literally, there's a scripture to surmise every song that he did pretty much. Like literally. And I would like to do that one time, but like literally, there's no song that I can think of that I can't think of a scripture that is either being discussed directly or indirectly. You understand me? So, and that's why his thing is up there. That's why him thing up. You understand me? Because a lot of time, like Peter Tosh was a more skilled musician, but in Meds did Louis. If you really check it, and I went through the Bob Marley phase, so I'm perfect to talk about this. Like I went through a phase where I'm like, what the block? This Bob Marley thing, like, and like Like, you know what I mean? I wonder why chewing brown, like any, whatever it was, like, yo, Peter Tosh had a real man, like, look there, like, them fighting because of whatever it was. And like, the police, them did beat him every minute, and brrr. So, like, I really am. But if you really listen to the songs, them, it's a cleaner meds where Bob did I deal with when it come on to posterity. I saw it name?
Yeah.
That's the word? Posterity?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
go on in the future.
Yeah.
That's something there. Right? Like theme thing, all things equal, when you look on it, Peter Tosh thing are more across people. Yeah. Or like a miserable thing, like like there's like a miserable vibes to it, like them man here raw and them man here like Bob thing are more hopeful.
True.
Or am I wrong? Like
True.
Like so positivity I go more
it can reach more.
Yeah, it I go more potent. Like,
Yeah.
you understand? Like, so what? Like, we have like some cool guitar parts or some cool progressions that are interesting. That's great. And like, whoever gets into it will enjoy it. But as far as the work, right, of that Rastafari movement that they belong to, the Bob Marley stuff is going to be the more
accessible.
Yeah, it's gonna be the more potent, more. Just I can't even get the words. You understand me? But you talk about more up. You understand me?
Catchier.
Every kind of thing, the way how they put the compositions together, like it's cleaner. It's more pop. In the sense of it will be, it has the potential to be more popular just by the way how it was.
Crafted.
Yes. And it's not an accident, like because like most, if not all of them are like that. You understand me? It was an intentional thing, and it's like him listen everything, him listen how the world stay, and then he put together something. Like it's so much deeper. It's so much deeper than people give it credit for. Right?
It's amazing when you look at it.
And I went through the come on, because I'm so used to it. I grew up with it that I just was like, come on, man, these songs like there's better songs, and no, there's not. There's no better songs than Bob Marley songs. None. You understand? And the other thing is, it's not just him one. Like it's not like if you listen, even there's a group of people, it's a generation, right? You're speaking a 12 track. These are youth on the meet a 12 track. Where in the music, and him same one with that reference about the studio thing and the people who grew up Jamaica and come and studio come sit outside the rural. You understand? Him same one, I don't know, just something me I said. It's something me I really know about. You understand? It's not a hypothetical thing me I tell you about. You understand? Him same one, like the songs them when him do, yo, you can tell, say, him and Bob Marley them grow. Like the way, like in taste. Him not copy Bob Marley, you know. Him a do him,
But the generation.
Yeah, him a do him own music, him have him own style, but there's this in his choices, like the things them that he thinks is what he's doing. I can tell that it's a set of people who grow and learn about music a certain way. You understand me? It's just that Bob Marley get famous. Tootsie Bird get famous. Culture, you know. Her name Joseph. Her name?
Hill.
Right. You understand? Them and then, for whatever reason, their work ethic, they're better than everybody else, whatever it was. But there's other people that aren't famous, but they have that formula, that aesthetic.
Exactly.
Too also, and the music good too. Like, man, when I'm listening to some of the songs, and he just do it because I feel like do it. He was a police in Jamaica too, and he come here and everything, and but he know music, and he go studio and build him songs then, and have him songs them, because of that he feel like look, he enjoy it. But him sang them the fufu, him sang them bad, him songs them very good, and him play bass band them. You understand? Him play with the instrumental, but him a bassy, but like when you listening to something, say yo, them man, like I want to do an album with that brother, like I want
Crazy.
you understand? Like, so them people there
Great.
is a special people, is a special generation, believe me.
Really?
And everything we can learn from, like we try my best to par with beer them, like from what year. We try my best to like par with as many of the like the generation before me and the one before that too, as I can, because they're the ones that started the stuff that I look up to. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of the stuff is gonna get lost, I guess, like because a lot of the stuff we're interpreting. You understand me? But we weren't in the position to know why they're doing it. You understand me? Because it was certain songs they heard growing up. It was certain things that happened. Yeah.
That's why I watch some of these interviews sometimes.
Yes. That's your job as a musician. Your job is to understand your influences and also understand their influence. So you could understand the trajectory. Right. So that you could speak with authority and you could play with authority, and the choices you make are steeped in the culture of what it is you say you're doing. Otherwise, you're a fraud. You understand me? Like, trust me.
Push on.
Yeah. We do all of our work, man.
What you got thinking tonight?
We do all of our work.
What you got thinking?
But this was a great conversation, and also it was recorded cleaner than usual. So nice.
That's done.
We are going toward the beginning of the year. You understand, the year soon done, and the beginning of come, and we're still improving. One day we'll promote the bloody channel and get it going. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, man, busy right now. And we still have work. And when we're ready, we have whole heap of material to work with. But yeah, man. Send bread salam, man.
Send bread salam.
Oh, wow.